Welcome back. We have just finished Artisans and we're moving on to the next homeworld. I'd just like to give a shout out to Night Vision Jacko, who's a Twitch streamer I know very well. NVJ's content includes PUBG Battlegrounds, Roblox, karaoke, and his gimmick is his green screen where he makes scenes which are hilarious. My personal favourite one is the Ghostbusters. Link is in the description if you'd like to leave him a follow. We'll talk to our balloonist.
You may travel to the Peacekeeper's world if you like. Are you ready to go?
And we are on our way to Peacekeepers. We've arrived and we can already see we're in a completely new environment in a desert with plenty of canyons. Here's our first dragon.
Welcome to Peacekeepers. Look how our treasure has been stolen and turned against us. Please, recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
I had forgotten that Nasty Nork did have the power to transform gems into Norks. This makes Lindar the dragon with the clocks even dumber than I originally thought, as he said he was simple, no threat, and ugly. That's untrue in terms of simple and no threat, because the ability to turn currency into an army is actually threatening, and would take a highly skilled magician to pull this off in my opinion. Imagine if that happened in real life, it would trigger a recession and a war at the same time. Also, these Norks would also be sentient as well. They'd be able to run in fear and hide inside a tent and moon me, although they'd get flamed in the fundament anyway. As I was saying before, desert and canyon biomes in general are commonly viewed as unpopular as the design is tedious, even when the level design such as that is in Peacekeepers is still great. Compare it to other biomes such as mountains, volcanoes, ruins and jungles, the deserts tend to struggle to stand out in my opinion. We're just using these canyons to break open these reinforced chests. Great. We'll just clear these gems here. Got Magnus.
Hey, Spyro. Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you. Make sure to keep him strong by feeding him lots of butterflies.
So the attire of dragons also changes in each homeworld chapter as well. They look like Viking warriors, which I think looks cool. There's another level. This will be the third one.
The Magic Crafter's world is far away and very dangerous. Maybe if you find 1,200 stolen treasure, I'll show it to you.
So all I need to do is gather all of the gems in this homeworld and I can move to Magic Crafters if I want to. It's good reason for collecting everything in Artisans if I want to skip Peacekeepers and come back later. But I want to stay here. So what I just did was aim the canyon at the target on that pinnacle. That target was more obvious in this version, but in the original it was it looked like it was part of the layering of that pinnacle, which meant it wasn't very obvious. It took a long time to figure out I was supposed to destroy it to get to that platform. I'll get rid of these enemies again just to make sure I've got all these gems. Go to the right and we've found our flight level. They are the most difficult to locate apart from the Magic Crafter's world. We'll travel after we finish the rest of the levels here.
Well done, Spyro. Keep up the good work, and I know you'll fulfill your destiny.
Destiny? I just want to kick some.
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure.
Yeah, focus on the task at hand. Okay. The remaining treasure should be in that cave just to the left. We'll need to get there by going up on that ledge and gliding to it. And I'm hoping that's all of the remaining treasure. Which it isn't, so we'll just use Sparks' pointer to find those outliers. Once we do that, we can move to our first level. Yes. Missed that. Great, let's move to Clifftown. Just up ahead of us. That is a big dive. Clifftown's level design is based on an ancient civilization built on a side of cliff. Based on the architecture, I think it's inspired by the Puebloan cliff dwellings, inspired in the Mesa Verde National Park in South Colorado, constructed between 500 and 1300 AD. Only gripe I have about this level is the music, which does not have variety in phrases. I think I only count 3 that are unique. Best way to describe a phrase on the top of my head is a simile and as a sentence in English grammar. The enemies occupying these lands are armoured pueblos, I hope I'm saying that right, vultures and fat ladies. That's what they are actually called on fandom. They need to be flamed before they slap me. I don't take damage, but the knockback can cause me to fall to my death if I'm not careful.
Remember, Spyro, flame won't work on metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
So each of them has a cauldron which needs to be flamed as well, as they yield gems. just need to catch that thief. Here he is. So the level has 3 sections. The outer part of the town where we started, the town itself, which is built alongside the cliff, and the desert that's just across the river, where a dragon is waiting to be freed at the top. It is our destination to reach that desert, but we need to go to the top of the town first, then glide to the desert. And we've got that egg. Just want to backtrack here, because I'm a bit fussy. And restore our health too. Yep, so this is what I mean. I don't take damage, but I got knocked off the side of the building. See a reinforced chest, so I need to find a way to open that too. And we've reached the top of Clifftown.
What's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
Make sure all the gems are gone, and then glide to the other side. So there'll be some angry vultures waiting for us to attack us. I think you get rewarded an achievement if they're charged instead of flamed as well. There's some barriers on the edge of the level, just similar to Stonehill, our first level in Artisans. I think that's everything. Let's free the dragon.
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind over there.
He's not wrong. I can go to all the rooftops from the desert and the back of the building that we started when we arrived. And we can use that whirlwind to go back up to that highest point as well. There's a collection of gems behind that building. We're going there now. And there's also a purple gem, which is worth 25 gems. Red is worth 1, green 2, blue 5, and yellow 10. just come short getting to the top of the building, but we'll go up here and see if we have any luck. Which we have. Light that firework, and that's gonna take care of that reinforced chest. We'll go there now. Hopefully that's all the treasure that's remaining, but it's not over until the fat lady sings. We've got all the treasure now. And we can go back to Peacekeepers, where we can go to our next level. And there it is, Dry Canyon. We've arrived in a more secluded spot in a tighter canyon where an outpost is built. I think there's also a thief around the back. Here he is. So it's smaller in size, containing the inner and outside of the canyon. However, there is also a tricky hiding spot. The start is on the lower end of the inner canyon. So
What? Huh? Oh. Thank you for releasing me, Spyro.
and the enemies occupying it, from my research, is musketeers, bird wranglers, and vultures. That's just based off fandom. But those bird wranglers do prove that excuse me, got a sore throat. It proves that Norks are evil creatures by being cruel to animals. I'll put it in context later, but at a later level, because there was a change in that level that I'd like to talk about. But in the meantime, we'll go up these stairs. Move on. So what I want to do is reach that spinning chest and then glide back to the home portal and go back, free that dragon. That dragon I just saw is on the hiding spot because the platform to the left appears unreachable. So we'll go to that dragon we walked past, and hopefully has a clue for us.
Dry Canyon rewards good gliders. You are a good glider, eh, Spyro?
I was born to glide.
So the clue is to use gliding, which is convenient as the platform behind us allows us to glide through the entrance of this building. And the formation of those red gems hints to take a leap of faith and glide around the corner to where the next dragon and key are hiding. And we've found it.
Incredible glide, Spyro. I thought I'd be stuck here forever with those ugly vultures standing on my head. Those birds might look tough, but they're pretty tasty. Flame broiled with a pinch of salt.
Also add olive oil, fresh lemon juice, garlic powder and rosemary. Also commonly used for broiling salmon before smoking it. We'll move on to the outer layer of the canyon, and we do this by going through the cave just to the right, just checking for treasure, and in we go. It shouldn't take too long to do the outer layer, as it is smaller to clear. I think that's the last dragon to free.
Is that you, Spyro? Are you the young dragon I've been hearing so much about? Ever since you were a wee puff of smoke, we've known,
You've known...
I forget.
The irony of him holding a bomb didn't escape me either. And that island in the distance is where we need to go. And it's the last place to complete the level, move on to Ice Cavern. But there are still plenty of enemies to get rid of. First, I have to glide to that platform, and I think I fumbled it. I did. That is frustrating. I think that's better. Yeah. Those are fireworks chests. It's wiser to light it up and let it explode on their own. If you charge it, you just take damage. We don't want that. Here is another one. And if we have collected everything, the level should be complete. Which is complete, so let's go back to Peacekeepers and deal with the third level. See if I can take out some enemies so that it improves my chances of getting an extra life. Yeah. Never mind, let's keep going. And we're on our way to Ice Cavern. This is a clever decision from the developers to incorporate an ice level to introduce variety in the Desert Themes chapter. Before I move on, I need to glide to a hidden platform to gain some lives. I'll just jump off the edge here, and here they are. I'm going to fall down and get the net gain of 2 lives instead of backtracking to the start. Technically I could complete the level that way, but I prefer going from point A to B. The design requires us to walk along icy ramparts around a frozen chasm. There's no slippery ice surfaces, but there's a high risk of falling compared to previous levels, as some parts are narrow.
A word of caution, little one. Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
That's good to know. Enemies here are snowball troopers, which are small, green, and throw snowballs. That's the one there. Also, snow norks, the big purple one. There's also ski patrols that are small and purple and faster, and armoured norks that wear armour, which is why they're called armoured norks.
Spyro, some big Norks up ahead are wearing armor, and in the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
So the clue is to take advantage of the icy surface by charging in those big armoured norks anyway. I'm just going to go up here. And I want to glide to the left of this platform because the key to that chest is just on that platform. And then I'm gonna go back and open that chest.
Thank you for releasing me.
Oh, that was close. Nearly fell into the middle there. And that's the first armoured Nork. Let's go past there and clear out those gems. And that's no problem. Oh no. I forgot to open that locked chest. I'll get to it after I've collected everything else. It should only take a couple more minutes at the most. So there's the exit. Still far from done.
Thanks for freeing me, Spyro. And now, where was I?
There's one more cave to go through, which will come out into the building that we just went into. We'll get there by jumping onto these platforms and charge the next armoured orc at the end of that corridor. It isn't a smart place to be wearing armour and standing close to the water. If he fell off by accident without armour, other Norks could help it up and warm it up, but with armour, it just wouldn't stand a chance. That is a ski patrol Nork that I mentioned earlier. Instead of being green, they're purple with skis on. And that's our final dragon to rescue. We are very close now to the end. We've cleared the cave, and it's just this room to go, then go back and open that locked chest, and we should be done. Need to be careful and make sure I don't fall off the side. And that's done. Now we're going to go back and look for the boss level. The portal should be located beside the gorge where the cannon was used to blow up that pinnacle. Here it is. Dr. Shemp. So our boss takes place on top of a high cliff where the fat ladies have returned to slap us over the edge, accompanied by kamikaze tribesmen to protect the fortress and the boss. The tribesmen can either be dodged or charged to defeat them. But first I'll just collect this treasure. The challenge is dealing with multiple at the same time, and can appear suddenly around corners too, so I should have really charged right through them. They've just get out of their way. Okay. And that's the tribesmen cleared through. The next objective is getting to the top of this building and gliding to the pinnacle on the edge of the cliff to the right. Another clever hiding spot for a purple gem. I approached it from the right to deal with the fat lady, otherwise she would have slapped me off the edge if I went to the left. Okay, and we'll get this key and we can confront the boss now.
Dr. Shemp thinks he's so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I tell you one thing, he should watch his back.
Dr. Shemp appears as a witch doctor equipped with protective armor on the front with nothing on the back. The first phase is to dodge the attack when he approaches us, and when his back is turned we flame him in the fundament. Okay. Second phase is he turns his back first and then attacks, so we get the first strike on that one. The third phase is he attacks from below with his staff, so I need to jump over it and flame him at the same time. Yep. And a skill point is awarded if no damage is taken. There's just a few places to pick up gems, then we can head back to Night Flight. Oh, that was a bad fumble. See if we can reach from here, which I think is going to be okay. Yes. And that's our boss level done. Now we can do the flight. There it is. I'm just gonna have a sip of water. Night Flight's design is more linear than Sunny Flight, which makes deciding on objects to clear easier, but the time limit is tighter and one mistake can cause me to start again. The trickiest part is these chests, as I need to make sharp changes in altitude, which risks missing one or accidentally falling in the water. Through it. Archways are not too difficult to clear. Just make sure the timer counting down and obstacles don't distract me. Here's 3 more to go. And the final task is to light the lighthouses as quickly as possible. They need to be flamed on the sides, otherwise I collide to it, fall down and end up falling in the water. I can still hear that clock counting down, which doesn't help me. One more, and only 1 second to spare. Phew. Now I can go back and talk to the balloonist. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. The next home worlds are places I enjoy playing through and I'm looking forward to playing through them again. In the meantime, I'll see you in Magic Crafters within 2 weeks.